So what the heck is pig butter? Let's go to the kitchen and I'll show you. Okay, so now that I got your attention, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 2.5-pound English roast, which is kind of similar to a chuck roast, but it's a little bit less fat. So what I'm going to do is show you how I make it. And I came across this idea one day, and then I actually saw it in one of my groups in Facebook that I'm on. And I thought, yeah, okay, so I'm not the only one who thinks this way. All right, so first thing is I get out my big cast iron skillet and turn it on. Then I break out a brand new jar of freshly made pig butter. What is it? Well, it's pig butter, of course. Bacon grease. Yep, just bacon grease. That's what I call it. It's called pig butter. So, and of course I forgot my spoon. Okay, there's the spoon. Then I glob a couple spoonfuls in here. Oh, maybe about 3 tablespoons or so. And let it melt. Always save your pig butter, i.e. bacon grease, because it comes in handy for so many other things too. So, all right, well, while we wait for that to melt and get hotter, I will tell you that with this 2.5-pound roast, I'm gonna sear it. In other words, brown it here in the pan. Then I'll put it in my crock pot and I'll let it cook for 6 to 8 hours. I'll turn it on high for 6 hours and then I'll check it. And if it's not quite as tender as I want it just yet, then I'll turn it down on low and I'll let it go for another 2 or 3 hours. I just check it periodically after that. So that's what I do. And oh man, this bacon grease smells so good. It's just, I don't know, if you're a person that doesn't eat a lot of bacon, well, this might not appeal to you, but honestly, I don't know too many people that don't like bacon. I do know a few that don't eat bacon, but I always think, well, I used to feel bad for them if they didn't like bacon, and I thought, that's okay. That's more for those of us who do. So, okay. I think it's getting pretty hot now. I'm going to get my roast, pick it up with this. And I always like to start with this little fatty end here. I stand it up on end like that. You can probably hear it sizzling. I like to let it sizzle like that for just a little bit. Oh, it just smells so good. Too bad YouTube doesn't have smell-o-vision. That would be something you could invent. Wow. That'd be an awesome invention. All right, and then I just turn it over here on this end. Look, just in that minute, it got nice and brown. And I just hold it there for a little bit. Okay, and then I put it down. And you want your pig butter to be nice and hot, not quite boiling. You don't want it to burn, but you want it to be hot enough that it sears this very well. And just leave it on one side for a few minutes and check it. And then I turn it over on the other side for a few more minutes. That's hot. You should know not to do that. But sometimes I'm a bit of an airhead, so I don't think about stuff like that. Okay. So you can see it got a nice little browning effect on it already. And that's really awesome. This is going to be so good. When it's done, you can just pull it apart with your fork. It doesn't even need a knife. All right. Okay, well, I'll finish searing this and be back with you in a few minutes. Okay, I have the roast seared. As you can see, it's a nice brown all around. And I'll take it now and I'm going to put it in my crock pot. Careful with it because it's pretty hot. That one's heavy too. Okay, now as far as seasoning goes, if you're not a carnivore on the carnivore diet, and even if you are, some people like me, I am carnivore, but I do use a limited amount of seasonings. Some carnivores only use just salt, but I put on my roasts, I like to put salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder. So I just sprinkle it with whatever I think I want on there. And I usually don't put a lot on, just a little. And with the salt, mostly I use the salt after cooking, but I do put a little bit on in the beginning, like about that much. And this happens to be the Redmond real salt that I'm using. All right, once I do that, then you take your pot or your pan, which is very heavy and very hot, so be careful with this. And all this beautiful browned pig butter, I take it and pour it over the top of the roast. Can you hear the sizzle? Pretty awesome, huh? Wait until you see it when it's finished. That's what's really awesome. Okay, so then I just put the lid on and turn it on, let it cook. I'll put my lid on, I'll turn it on high, and off we go. I'll check it in 6 hours. So I probably won't have this for dinner tonight. Well, maybe I will. I usually don't eat after 4 or 5 p.m., but because I'm getting this started so late, we'll see. I might wait and have some tomorrow. It just depends on if I'm hungry or not. So I'll be back with you when we're ready to take it out of the crock pot. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day. I finished the roast last night, but frankly, I was kind of tired by the time it got done, so I'm going to finish the video this morning. And I have it. I did have some for breakfast. It was so good. See, and it's even Hunter approved. Yes, he said, I want some of that too, Mama. Yeah. Well, they might get a little bite, maybe. Anyway, I have it here. And what's left of it, because I had a little taste last night when it was done. And then I had some for breakfast this morning. And then this will probably be my dinner for tonight. And it is so good. It's so tender and juicy. And what I'll do is I will put this in. No, you stay down, Emmy. I will. Let me see if you can see it there. Look at that. Does that look good? Yep. Okay. All right. So that's all there is to it. All I added when I eat is some more salt. I salted it more because I didn't put much on when we made it. And So I hope you enjoyed this little video about how I make roast with pig butter. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful, happy day. And we'll see you again later. I will get kisses is what I will do. All right, guys. I'll see you later. I better turn this off before I get mobbed here. All right. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.